Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I hope everyone is doing better than fantastic. Today I want to talk about something very important. It's being able to wrap your minds around what the narcissist and other toxic individuals are and why it's so important. You see, somewhere along the way, people have lost their ability to understand that some people are capable of some horrible stuff. And that some people that are capable of such horrible things will pose to be your friend. Or someone that is working hard for your best interest in life. And as I've stated before, this can be individual people like a family member or mother or father. To someone you might meet and date romantically. Or a coworker. Or so-called friend. All the way up to the highest levels of society. And it's important you know this fact. Because oftentimes we only look at the narcissism that affects you and I in the little bubbles of our own personal lives. But many don't see the bigger picture that is happening around them. The Bible shows us examples. Many examples of individuals that fell for a deception and or a lie. They were promised all of these things. Many promises that were lies. And I believe we are told of these examples to let us know. Not everyone means well to us. Let's say you are growing up in a rough area. You are young and impressionable. Maybe you didn't have good role models of family members to help guide you properly and help you avoid certain traps. Traps set by those that want to see bad for your life. Because these certain people that came to you and entered your life, in order to help twist your thinking to get you to convince you to do bad things. They didn't come telling you straight out. They want you to do this bad thing and that bad thing. No. They came to you with lies of friendship. And the so-called love of a family member. When in reality it was a setup from the word go. When they approached you they knew what lies to tell and how to get you to feel obligated to them because they helped you out in this area of life and that area of life. And now they want you to do this bad thing. As an impressionable person that is being manipulated. And might have found yourself feeling all kinds of emotions and not knowing how to get out of such a situation. But this goes back to, the narcissist isn't you. Look. We are all sinners. We've all done wrong in our life. And sadly will continue to stumble and fall. But we don't enjoy falling. It hurts us inside. We feel bad if we said something that might have hurt someone's feelings. Even if it was 6 months ago. We feel like we want to go and apologize still. The narcissist is cut from a different piece of fabric, so to speak. The narcissist sets out to purposely tangle you up and ruin your life. Or to get you to ruin your own life. By manipulating you into making bad life choices. I've seen video after video. Of young ladies crying their eyes out. For giving up a man that they loved and they knew loved them. And usually how this type of thing goes. Is they meet a so-called friend that convinces them to live on the wild side of life. Because they are so-called happy. They have all of these options in life. And they present this lifestyle as being seductive and alluring. And like they are somehow missing out. But this person that is presenting this lie to this unsuspecting individual knows it's a lie. They know. Once they cheat on their spouse or break up with them. Or divorce them. There's going to be this high of going out every night and having fun. But a dark low of when reality kicks in. And the individual that brought this all up knew what they were doing from the get-go. They noticed you were happy. That you spoke about the person you are with love and care. And so they set out their mission to be to break your will. And get you to think this person you love is now a loser. Or not worth your time any longer. and to have it all, so to speak. And they slowly over time work on you. And they start with being such a good friend to you. And then they slowly start to get you to get entangled in activities and life happenings you have no business being a part of. And for you to see them as thrilling and exciting. Then they bring things to the next step and the next step. But then you ask yourself, what kind of a person thinks like this? That sits around all day long plotting on how they can ruin other people's lives? And the answer is a narcissist. Or those that are toxic like a narcissist. They have no empathy, remorse or guilt. And they enjoy watching others in misery and sorrow. And they love to watch others create their own misery and sorrow off of mere suggestion and steering them and guiding them in the wrong direction. You see, I get people that ask me all the time, James, am I a narcissist? And they state they feel bad about doing this thing or that thing. And my answer is, chances are you aren't a narcissist. A narcissist in many, not all, but in many cases don't seek out help or change. Because they have been brainwashed so deep themselves. Likely by a narcissist parent or parents. To believe the narcissist lie. That every problem is someone else's fault. And they live in their false self. There's a few movies out there where you can tell the character is a narcissist. And they show scenes where everything seems to be perfect and in their favor. Where they are always seen as right and all of their ideas are admired. Then all of a sudden you realize it was a daydream scene of this character and things are not happening in their real reality according to their daydream, and they end up with narcissistic injury that they must pay back. Or they get angry right there. Or they keep their mask up. And once they leave the situation, they take out their narcissistic anger on someone else. Usually someone they've let their mask already slip with. Look. We all have narcissistic capabilities. Especially if we grew up with one. However, we genuinely feel bad when we fall short in life. And we are constantly self-reflecting to see how we can possibly do better. The narcissist, no matter if they are at the bottom of life, living alone with minimal interactions with others, or if they are at the top of society, the narcissist doesn't self-reflect. And they don't see you and others as your feelings and hurt of having any true meaning. Except they know that your feelings, emotions and hurt give them an energy boost. So they work night and day to produce this effect into others so they can feed off of the narcissistic supply. You don't sit around thinking like that. Most people are just going about their day. And those that know nothing about narcissism, they are just going about their day. And when they hear of certain things going on around them that seem just way out there, they shut off. Because their minds can't compute that people are really like or can be like what they are hearing about. And thus the narcissist can use this to their advantage to climb the next rung in life. Without being stopped until they have ruined many lives behind them. And about to ruin many lives ahead of them. Now more than ever, narcissism and learning about narcissism is an important topic. Because taking everything at face value is like saying narcissism and narcissists and people like them aren't real. When we know they are very real. And when we know that narcissists will often use friendship and a lie of goodwill to get what they want, it might make a great many people think twice in many areas of their life because they trust certain people. You can't think that everyone is like you. No, you're not perfect. And yes, you sin and fall. And yes, you have likely made someone feel bad before. Probably multiple times in your life. But none of those things make you a narcissist. We've seen superhero movies where the crazed villain sets out to cause chaos and ruin lives. Not for money, but because they just want to feed on the sorrow they cause to others. And though movies such as these are extreme examples, it embodies how narcissist and other disordered toxic types see you and I and the world we all live in. They see it as a big playground to cause as much problems as they can. Largely in a covert manner so they can remain blameless. Just so they can be filled up inside with the narcissistic supply they so desperately crave. And I think the moment that the average person learns, yes, this is a real thing. Not everyone you meet is on your side. Even if they pretend to be. There are many lessons for us to all learn and to understand. You can meet some wonderful people in life. And some people not so wonderful. Or on a large scale we might get the wrong idea about how something works because we didn't look at something from all sides and consider the fact narcissists tend to find themselves any place they can get supply from. And if you stop and ask yourself, where's the supply here? Where's the control the narcissist craves as well? Where's the lie? You might not see it because it might not be there and things might be straightforward and above board. But in many cases, if you look careful enough and slow things down, you can see the narcissist's manipulation and lies. Just like one of those odd paintings where it's of one thing. But if you step back and look closely, you see something else painted within the painting. I hope this video was helpful. Please tell me what you think. I do hope everyone's journey to self-betterment is going great. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.